They're poisoning the fish!
You can't have sushi, and you can't have planes.
Boeing!
Seattle has the most polluted river in the United States.
Boeing is poisoning them! With poison!
And they like to pollute the waters with all their oil.
And oil and shit! Don't eat the fish!
If your children are eating sushi, the planes are polluting it.
You will die!
Do you want to lay the Las Vegas Sphere, or do you want like climate change or some shit?
Get away from here!
Drop in the comments what you would put on the sphere.
Oh!
What's good, everybody? My name is Karsten Craning. I'm back at it again with another YouTube video. Today I want to show you guys a bunch of different things. I've been working on a new clothing collection for fall and winter. So I want to show you guys a little bit about that and a little bit about the process that went behind that, some behind the scenes stuff. But before we do all that, I want to talk a little bit about something I've been thinking about recently, and that's how your environment affects fashion, clothes, and your creativity. This has sort of come from my own personal experience and kind of reflection recently, and I also wanted to share with you guys because I think you might find it helpful. This own kind of reflection on my creativity or clothing and the environment really took off for me when I saw this video by Virgil Abloh.
If I put this candle in an all-white gallery space, it looks like a piece of art. If I put it on in a garage, it looks like a piece of trash.
While this might be a simple concept, it really is important, and I don't know if we think about it or take it seriously enough. We're so focused on the object oftentimes, we don't always think about the context that it's in or the environment. I think a great example of this that everybody can think about is fit pics. Oftentimes the environment or context that we're taking that picture in is just as important as the fit itself. Now, a great example of this is my friend Ian, otherwise known by his Instagram handle Free Slurpee Day. Most of the time, people who are into Rick Owens are hyper-focused on putting their clothes in an environment that's very brutalist, maybe industrial, very modern or contemporary. My friend Ian, however, always takes his pictures where he lives. He lives in the suburbs, and his pictures are in suburban life, even though he is wearing some of the most avant-garde and crazy Rick fits that you've ever seen. Now, for Ian, I think this works incredibly well. It kind of makes him different, unique, and it's an interesting reflection on his own life. But the thing is that the way you perceive him and his outfits are completely changed because of the environment. A bad environment can lead to a bad fit pic or making your outfit look worse. This is something I've learned a lot more about as I've been making clothes. In the past, I've been very object focused and thinking about how the clothes look, what the clothes are going to be like. But I haven't paid as much attention to where I've shot the clothes and the location and the context that the clothes are within. And so that's why I'm super proud of this last collection. And so I spent a couple of days just location scouting. Your environment is incredibly important to presentation, but something to keep in mind beyond that is how your environment actually evolves you as a person. I used to live in Minnesota, in the Midwest, and then I eventually moved out here to the Seattle, which is the Pacific Northwest. And so my clothing and the way I dressed evolved because of my environment. When I was in Minnesota, I loved a lot of different parkas and warmer clothing. When I moved to Seattle, my taste in outerwear changed. I bought a lot more rain jackets, things that were waterproof. So depending on where you live, your personal style is going to be affected by your environment. Because that also means in turn, your environment affects your creativity and your output. Whether that is your personal style or it's some art you're making, some clothes you're making, maybe it's music. And that can be in both a social way or a climate way. One of the biggest thought processes I've been having lately around my creative output and my environment is what it means to be a designer or someone who makes clothing or art from the United States. And something I've tried to suppress is my own US influence on my art. I think there's a pretty common mindset to sort of reject the US influence within our own art, as a lot of people don't really see it as something that's in vogue. And maybe that's just the result of all people who live somewhere else wanting to romanticize other places, or maybe it's just a result of the critical US sentiment. Something I found myself doing was trying to lean more into European or my Japanese influences. And those influences are really important and are part of who I am. I studied in Europe, but where I think I went wrong in some capacity was trying to disregard the influences of my own environment. A really good piece of advice that I got from a friend recently was that American designers need to stop designing too much like European designers or too much like Japanese designers. There's a certain ruggedness from the US and utilitarianism that comes from being from the US. Denim, Carhartt, workwear, flannel. Growing up from the Midwest, having to be in very rustic environments that sometimes involved me doing a lot of like strange manual labor, like knocking down trees to build roads. And having to have clothes that were utilitarian enough for that is important, and important to my design philosophy. And if I were to reject that, it would make my design worse and less interesting. It's important, I think, that we don't reject our own environment, because that is what's going to make you special. You don't have to be from somewhere trendy or be in a trendy area to make good clothes or to make interesting clothes or art in general, but it's about being true to yourself and true to your own environment.
You got Carson driving here. It's 5:11. We're going on a hike. Carson is basically hugging this dude's asshole.
Move over. He actually looks pretty chill.
Yeah, we're just driving. We're driving to a cool spot, like, I think.
A gay cat place.
Yeah. Somewhere.
We're going to Narnia. Dude, fucking imagine doing like a fashion shoot that's Narnia themed.
Nah, beavers are kind of based.
I don't really know what beavers
They build
are.
stuff, like, that's all they do is just build, like, across the water.
It's like,
Because they always want to see what's on the other
you
side.
ever see like a video of them cutting down a tree and like the look on their face when they feel like the tree's about to fall? Like they're plotting, bro.
Pure
Like
ecstasy.
they're like scheming, bro. You can see it on their face.
Wait, do they eat the wood?
No, they don't eat the wood.
We are out trying to find locations out in the woods to do our shoot for fall winter 23. We got Tommy Pointer, and then we got Alex modeling the clothes, and we're just out here.
Yeah. Look at how beautiful these leaves are, man. What you got on, bro?
Me?
The Carson craning.
Oh shit.
In Iraq.
Safety tip, don't do this at home.
Who's falling in first?
You.
Oh, speak of the devil.
Oh, man.
Roll a little wet.
Oh, your foot completely soaked. It'd be really cool if you got Alex to climb up a tree.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Whoa, dude. Where did that come from? Is this in LA? Hey guys.
Hey, it's Liam Gallagher.
Yeah, I'm in Carson's outfit right now. Now Loki is feeling like a very Oasis.
Yeah.
Nah. Yeah, no. Oh, there's some landmines here.
G7 shit. Not too bad. Try not to. It's all good. It's all good.
Hey.
See that?
I was like,
Why is he like a little guy?
I don't know. Bro, well, when I, and then,
Is Carson a little guy compared to me? Sorry guys. I don't
You look
know.
like the, it's like the meme with like the 5.
like Perry Piper.
Yeah.
I know her name.
Why do you know her name, bro?
Because she's cool. She's a goat.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
In the mountains. Hey, cheers, boys.
Cheers to Cheers to good vibes. I'm thirsty for a good vibe.
Bro, it is beautiful out here though. This is like the most beautiful shoot I think you've ever done, Tommy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was shit.
We got myself in the Carson Craning fit.
I would not wear those pants.
Well, I got these for $2, okay? And I needed a pair of jeans.
I'm not saying they're bad jeans, I just wouldn't wear them. That's not
I don't like light wash, personally. I don't like light wash.
I don't like whitewash either.
I don't like everyone wouldn't wear them here. Alright. Smoke weed, it would be here.
Yeah.
Like, really. I'll start getting scared, though, because you look at all these trees, and there's like,
bug
this
out.
is like, Kilo, this is where, like, I hang out in my dreams. This is my dreamscape.
We're in the Black Lodge.
Bigfoot, Wendigo.
RX nephew.
No. Bigfoot, Wendigo, and Britney Spears, which they cut her shape. Every day, I look less like a boy, I look more like a man. And my youth is fading. My facial hair is growing.
Star Wars. Jenga Fett is nice. He's a blueprint.
Bro, I was watching like Ed and Eddie and shit. I was not watching Star Wars.
What's a good
Kojima, he's a really good one. Elden Ring is a really good example. Very artfully done modern video games.
Yeah.
That like one friend that you had in high school who just had the worst mom possible.
Yeah.
That's like Kamala Harris's energy. It's just
That's
like,
real.
Fuck, she's here. I'm a liberal, but she fucking sucks.
I'm at peace with bugs.
Now go take a step left again. One more. Down. Look a little bit to the left. Cause, dude, it's cause I let some guy borrow my camera. And there's like a bunch of porn star shots on here. I don't care, bro. No, I did not take these. I did not. I let someone borrow the camera, bro.
And you got
Dude, I did not take these. I don't support this. I like to shoot like dogs and cats and like the sky, and sunsets and beautiful things.
And beautiful women.
No, I'm not that kind of photographer. You can loop that. Hold that.
The new collection I have created is called Apparition. An apparition is like a spirit or a ghost, and a lot of thought went into this collection, the presentation, and of course the clothes themselves. The first piece I want to show you guys is called the Gasha de Coro pullover, inspired by the Patagonia cinchilla. This is definitely one of the more important silhouettes, I think, to American culture. The Patagonia cinchilla was just everywhere around me growing up. Quarter snaps or pullovers come in a lot of different variations, but I wanted to create one that was a bit more aggressive, brutalist, a little bit more resolved. Now, one of the most defining features is sort of having a rib cage on the torso. The idea is to kind of create a texture that when you're running your hands along here, it's almost like you're feeling your ribs. So it has these sort of different corrugated pieces of padding that are separated to almost look or feel like ribs. This version of it features a cotton shell, and then the interior is a polar fleece. And in between the cotton shell and the polar fleece, there is padding or down like you would see in a down coat. So this is a piece that can keep you super, super warm. It's not so hot or warm that you won't be able to wear this inside. I do all the time, but it will be able to hold its own in some colder environments and help you retain heat. And it's just super comfortable with the polar fleece, really soft interior. We also have added nylon pads on the elbows. It has metal, super heavyweight buttons. I wanted something that held up. These are very strong. The name Gasha de Coro is a Japanese yokai. The next piece that we have is Suno Kosori pants. There have been a lot of different alterations of this pant as well. It's one of the first items we actually sampled, and we've done a lot of minor changes on the fabric and the cut to make sure that it has like this perfect flow and weight and drape. They're made out of a wool blend. They're super, super long. They're meant to drag, and they complement the body in a way that just makes you look very towering, very tall. And the name Suno Kosori is after another Japanese yokai. Last piece I wanted to talk about is the Minerva bandana. Circuit boards have always fascinated me. They have a sort of strange beauty to me, and they're just very visually appealing and interesting and detailed. It's named after an old Hegelian proverb, the owl of Minerva flies at dusk, which is, I guess, sort of my philosophy around technology in a way. But yeah, it's a super cool piece, very detailed. It's on 100% organic cotton. It'll all be dropping on November 10th. For more information about it, follow me on Instagram or check out my website, karstencraning.com.